No matter how much time has passed,
I generally don't come over in this area anymore since the accident.
Janet Stocko still can't shake the feeling.
There's a lot of memories here and a lot of things that have transpired.
A feeling of fear and pain. Still holds on a year after an evening walk almost turned deadly.
I know exactly where the spot is just from the body cam video, and it's hard to just understand what happened.
Do you need any guys?
I was hit from behind by a minor on an e-bike.
Janet says it was a Class 3 e-bike traveling approximately 25 miles an hour, leaving her with a traumatic brain injury and taking her sense of smell and taste.
I was in this hospital for about 3 weeks. I remember maybe the last few days. That's it.
7 months later,
Time being 7 o'clock, I call the Hastings City Council meeting to order.
the City Council heard Janet's story, ultimately passing new ordinances on e-bikes on sidewalks.
So there is no riding on sidewalks, and speed limits on our trails is 15 miles an hour.
Hastings Police Chief David Wilski says since then, his department has focused on education about e-bikes, both for the community and his officers.
And we're educating, we're talking to parents, if it happens to be a juvenile, on what the rules are.
Janet says she's looking forward after this, and that includes potential changes to state law.
And we don't want that to happen to anybody in Minnesota. We don't want that to happen to anybody, period.
Representative Tom DePel plans to introduce legislation next session to reclassify Class 3 e-bikes as motorcycles, arguing that it would bring those types of bikes under regulatory measures.
I am not in favor of a ban, not even close. Make sure we are protecting the citizens that we have here in Minnesota and anybody who's walking down the sidewalk from any kind of terrible tragedy.
There are some who argue against that legislation, saying it isn't accurate. Chief Wilski says the bike involved in Janet's crash is a Movcan V60. Advocates argue that's an e-moto, not a Class 3.
This Movcan is an overpowered vehicle. Some might refer to it as an e-moto, but it is a device that is illegal to be operated on any public right-of-way, street, sidewalk, or trail in the state of Minnesota.
For Janet, every day is a new adjustment, working to get back to how life was, now hoping to help others avoid her situation as well.
If I can help one person, to not have to go through what I have gone through and what I will go through the rest of my life, I would do anything.